This new golf club from Ping could be the best mid to high handicap golf club you've ever seen. Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Hi everyone, my name's James Robinson and welcome to this YouTube channel. Guys, we have a very special guest today and also a very special club. Andy, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know which one is the more special, me or the club.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Guys, this is the new Ping CHIPR chipper. Now, we both are a bit dumbstruck by this.
Yeah.
We're going to talk people through the tech in it, the specs of it, and we're going to have a really fun match actually here at Carden Park using this. Andy, you know, for the average golfer, mind the pun there, I think this could be an absolute game changer.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The first thing I'll agree with when I unbox this, it's not what I was expecting. So it's not your standard chipper, visually, what you're expecting. Very much looks like an iron. There's some interest in the way this has been put together. And the fact that it looks like an iron might also be a real positive as well, which we'll talk about later.
It might be sneaking its way somewhere around somebody's, but I don't know. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. But if you do look at this down at the ball, guys, it basically looks like an upright, quite sexy iron actually. So it has the loft of a 9 iron, 35 inches in length. We have that extended grip, so you can grip down it if you want to. It's pretty much the perfect short game iron. My short game coach Chris would be all over this. It doesn't look uncouth in your bag either, which I think is a big deal. It looks like from there, I'd say I-500.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
Something like that. Do you want to go first or shall I?
Yeah, no, I'll fire away.
Yeah, you fire away, Andy.
The interesting as well, like you said about the I-500, the feel out this thing is really good as well, which is not something you'd normally discuss about a chip. It's not what you talk about.
No. So we even have a tungsten weight in the toe there, just for a bit more
perimeter weighting,
more forgiveness. This is the ideal shot, isn't it, where you might be playing this.
The thing for me is to kind of see if that rolls out far enough.
That's a great shot.
I mean, first of all, if I was playing a wedge from there, would I do any better than that? I would guess no.
Well, we might do that later in this video, Andy.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, seriously. And from a confidence perspective, it's kind of like it's a putting stroke. You're not doing a great deal with it. So, yeah. Do you want to swap over? You have a go? Or?
Let's go 3 each. We've got 6 balls.
It's too good of a start, really.
It really is. And you see, this is where you can really bridge the gap between maybe yourself and lower handicaps.
Yeah, I really like that one that I duffed.
Yeah.
Because still, for majority of us, you'd take that.
Yeah.
If I duff a chip with loft on it, I've popped it up to there.
Yeah.
And that was pretty awful. You'll probably, if you have a look closer again at that the screen, you'll see that I got a lot of ground.
Are you asking me to replay that duff, Andy?
Replay that duff, let's get a close-up, but it's definitely got a lot of ground before the ball. I've got that ball is possibly just, we got past it. That could go in, James. That could go in.
Go on. Ah! That honestly.
It's a ringing endorsement.
You could not write this, could you?
Is that the end of the video?
No, we're only 3 minutes in, Andy. We're not dining on that. Oh, but the one thing I like about that is if you look at the club in depth, it's basically got the face of an iron, and your chip there that went in, we'll mention that again, just checked up wonderfully for you. That's not something that you would connote with a chipper.
And again, I'm not sure of the terminology that Ping use in terms of the micro grooves, but that's again what they claim is there's plenty of spin interaction, which again, you're not looking for a great deal of it from a chip and run, but you just want it to grab a little bit and not just sort of fire through the green.
Absolutely. So. I can't beat that. I'm going to try and have a go with these balls, then we're going to go a bit further down there and see what it's like from further afield.
That'd be interesting. Well, when you say you can't beat that, obviously there's the, do you want me to move that ball before we carry on?
No, because you went in, so I'll go in.
Okay.
Did you go left of that?
Just left of that is the line, but you've really got to sneak it past it.
Are you trying to? Could you bring this in, Andy, so we can see this? Are you trying to set that flat on the floor there with the lie angle?
Yes. So the one thing that I found with it is that it sits fairly flush naturally. So maybe
you're taller than me, though. I find the toe sits up.
Okay. So again, but that 35-inch shaft is customizable. You can change that.
Pulled that one a little bit, but it's flag high. See, and that's where I find I would have to stand closer because the loft's making.
Well, naturally it sits for me, but no, that's you don't really want to be manipulating that as such. You see that grab again?
That was delightful.
Yeah.
You don't get that with, because the chipper's always been seen as a a hacker's bat, hasn't
it's
it,
a
or
stigma
something?
again,
Which
yeah.
I mean, I tried to get my dad to use one, and he wouldn't use one. Just point blank, wouldn't use it. You get this out around the green, and people aren't thinking, "Oh, look at him with his chipper."
Yeah, that's the
They're
big
thinking,
deal.
"Oh, it's just a pig. He's got his, he's got his
an
7-iron
iron
out."
yeah.
Right.
This has got to go in. Yeah.
See, already there, I'm now manufacturing shots where I'm trying to get that to spin.
Yes.
Rather than just thinking, I need to land it there and let it run out.
Yeah.
I want to have another go at that, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Should we go a bit further out? We're going to play some funky shots now. You okay with that?
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
I don't know whether I've got a funky shot in me, but right, James, where are we?
We're about 50 yards out, Andy. This is a horrible shot that you would not really fancy. Or what? You've not left yourself this shot on purpose, have you? You've probably chipped out somewhere, or maybe you've hit an excellent drive and you're probably too close to the green. So this ping chipper, let's see who can get closest from here. I'm going to try and hold one, I think, because
that's what's needed.
It is what's needed. One thing that people might like, if they do generally miss short game shots right, I actually hit quite not a full shot earlier with this, but a long shot, and it had a nice bit of draw in it because that lie angle is a little bit more upright. So people who struggle with those, I mean, look at that. That is such a penetrating flight, isn't it? Released out to be.
I think it's just a case as well. You've got to get used to it. I've given you this club literally to try half an hour ago, and it's just getting used to that sort of how far does this ball travel with what length of swing.
That one's checked. And you don't see that with these clubs. They're both at the back of the green. Actually, I'm probably just carrying those
just a tad too much.
Yeah, a little bit too far. If I go 10 yards shorter on the carry with that, then all of a sudden that's a much better.
That should be pin high
distance. Yeah,
just
I don't think I've won that. Can we hit a full shot with this at the end?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I must admit, looking at those shots, I think I probably would get closer with my 56. But Andy, you were saying something really interesting walking down here.
Yeah, I think you carry 3 wedges, and you've got the ability to play a variety of shots with each of those different wedges that I don't. So the way I looked at it, I've been playing this for the last few days, I'm thinking, if I just practice with this one club from a number of different distances, a number of different situations, because it can play it out the rough as well, I've just got to concentrate on trying to get good with this one club.
Yeah.
And then I'm asking, well, you know, can I do that better than I can with 3 wedge scenario?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that quite yet, but I mean, that's just the way I've been, you know, thinking about it. And as you said, you know, is it sneaking away into my bag and to replace a wedge? What
club would you take out? In fact, I'll let you think about that while you play these shots. That's a lovely shot. It's going to come in nicely. That might have won already, Andy, because that's going to be flag high. So, guys, spoiler alert, we haven't got a lot of green to work with up here once you get there. So
this is a tough shot.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
You know, I would struggle with this. I'd be taking a lofted club, and you know, again, distance control.
Yeah. It's almost. It's not how good you're good. It's how bad you're bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, look at that! Don't go in again. That's a great shot.
I mean, again, all I keep thinking is, would I take them over my wedge? And
yeah, the big thing for me I can see here is a confidence factor. You're not overthinking anything. You're just going in and hitting it.
That was right off the bottom.
Yeah, that was the bad one. That wasn't your best technique, and that's running up on the right hand side of the green again. I think you probably won that one as well, Andy. To be fair to you.
Yeah, I mean they've done well, and like you said, that last one was sort of stabbed at it. It was horrible, and you get away with it. And in my level. Yeah, you want to get away with stuff. It's never going to be
the average level.
Yeah, without doubt.
Now, the one thing that I want to know about this is it's actually gone under the radar, and a big thing that I don't really understand in the golfing world is you're never going to see a tour pro use this, so Ping probably almost don't know really how to market it. The big thing in golf is you'll see the words pro, the words tour used so often, and I think it's so cliche. This is never going to be the tour chipper, the pro chipper, is it?
No, and I think still, never mind the tour, I think a lot of club golf will just hear the word and just dismiss it straight away. That's
Absolutely.
the problem.
I'm quite surprised that they've called it chipper.
Yeah.
I think if they'd have called it something like, I don't know, an I something.
Just remove it from that category.
Remove it, an IR, an IC, chipper. But guys, we're going to play a couple out the rough, and then we're going to have a really bit of fun with this actually in the end, so stay tuned. So guys, we're now going to play this from the rough, and we're just saying that you are definitely... you need to have the right lie for this. You're not going to go in there and start using it because it has got the loft of a 9-iron, as you can see there. Should I go to go first this time? I'll let you go, mate. But certainly it needs to be set up a little bit for you. There are times where you just need loft, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want, like you just said, you wouldn't want to be carrying sort of 10 foot of rough and trying to stop it on here. I mean, I think this is about probably the maximum I'd look to cover. I'm not going to play it any different than, or try to play it any different than the other shots we've tried to play.
Look at that. I mean, that is so easy, isn't it?
It didn't need a lot more, did it, really?
No.
It's a little delicate one, don't get me wrong.
And how many of these shots are you saying you're striking well?
I've not played them great, unfortunately, but let's see if we can get just a little bit more head speed, and
that's
better.
It. That's lovely.
So yeah, tentative on the first two, they weren't great.
2 out of 3 is not bad though, is it?
No, I mean, arguably the wedge would have been a better option in that scenario, I suppose.
You say that, but then you've decelerated ever so slightly on one of them.
I did on the first two, I think.
And yeah, so your wedge could have finished here.
Yes, same.
And then it's not a better option,
yeah,
and
maybe.
that's where. See, I'm tempted to open the face a tiny bit here,
yeah,
and get that hosel just working through the rough a tiny bit. That's me potentially just using like a little bit more imagination there.
Yeah.
But the club still works for me. That's still rolling down towards the hole. Let's see if we can get another.
Yeah, it's better.
Oh, that was going to be good as well.
That was going in.
But the versatility, which you wouldn't think this club has, it certainly does. I'm really enjoying that. Guys, I think, have I won that one with that one?
Yes.
We're going to finish off, guys, with a 100-yard shot. Andy's already played one of these, so I've got no idea what to expect here. But this could be quite...
Can we play it from 100 in?
Entertaining.
I'm going to switch this one up.
Guys, 100 yards. I'm going to go first this time. Again, needs to be a nice line in the fairway. You're probably not going to try this. I'm going to say try this at home, but you're not going to try this out of the rough, certainly. Should put a shot tracer on this and see.
Okay, let's get this planted down.
It's not going to be a full one, is it? It's a 9-iron loft, and generally what you'll find, guys, is loft will determine 70% of the ball's flight. Shaft length will determine 30%. So I would expect this, my 9-iron can go around 150. I would expect this to maybe on a fly go shorter shaft, isn't it? So maybe 120 yards max, so we don't need a full one.
So you're going to play this like just a general iron shot?
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
It's the first time, isn't it? But
yeah.
See what we can do. I imagine this isn't what the club is designed for. But look at that. That ball flight was gorgeous, and because it's got the grooves, oh, it's just landed short. Do you mind if I go another one?
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. Did you see the right to left ball flight on there,
Yeah,
guys?
which you said about earlier, yeah.
That's because of the lie angle. That caught me out slightly.
Wow.
But look at that.
That's right on it.
And now because of those grooves, that's going to land dead. And it's actually spun and stopped.
That's close.
This club, I think, I'm not going to lie, I think Ping have had a nightmare with the name of this club. If this wasn't called a chipper, it was called a short game saviour or something like that, they'd sell miles more of them. I've really enjoyed that, and I can't wait to see Andy hit a full one. Guys, Andy's not sure how to approach this. Obviously, I went more of a pitching motion.
Yeah.
But for you, I think you're trying to keep as many cogs not working as possible.
I was trying to, like you said, I played this yesterday from a similar distance. I didn't have anything in the way, so there was kind of no bunker, so I didn't need any height as such. And I was playing it sort of straight arms almost, you know.
Yeah, have a go at that then, because to be fair, if you get this coming out low enough, as long as you land it over that bunker, you're fine. It's going to run up, isn't it?
Yeah, we shall see.
Oh, look at that.
I've pulled it a tad, and that's going to be bunkered, I would think.
But that again, that's the lie angle coming off for you.
Yeah, but I can.
So as long as you know that.
I think that for me, it's the way I was comfortable with the type of shot I was trying to play.
Yeah.
So I'm getting one more go, seeing as you did.
Yeah.
Look at the ball flight.
It's
I mean,
delightful
got a lot of work with it.
Yeah.
Pulled it again, or turn it over just a little bit.
Yeah.
But
go on, Andy. I can tell you one more.
Totally different.
Because I'm going to go one more at the end as well.
I'm just shocked because I played this. I played one chip and run yesterday. A lot different than that. A lot lower ball flight, and I can't believe how much this is popping the ball.
You know what speaks volumes to me here? The smiles on our face and the fact that we said we'd hit one here and we're hitting 6.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't pull it this time. goes down. No, not great results, but I think you can work with that.
Yeah, like in anything, you need to practice with it and learn
whether or not it's from 100 yards, I'm not so sure, but your last go anyway.
I think I'm going to get hold of one of these from Ping. I'm going to make my dad put it in his bag and use it, and probably one for my mum as well, and my brother. He plays off scratch, but he's not very good, my brother. But then I'm going to try a hole-in-one challenge with it because it's just enjoyable, and for anyone who does miss the shot right, it's just quite an interesting logic to use.
Yeah. You've already started to sort of get used to that, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of changing my methods into that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That is the new chipper from Ping. Terrible name. I think they've had a nightmare with the name, but fantastic golf club for people who struggle around the greens and from this kind of distance. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Andy, thank you ever so much for your time, mate.
Thank you, bud.
Go and check out Andy, the Average Golfer.
That might be in the bag.
Oh.